my loves. Welcome to another episode of Nene's Notions. My name is Nene, and welcome back to my show where we talk, laugh, grow, and talk a little more with your girl Nene. So without further ado, let's get into today's notion. Alright, you guys, so today's notion is your ways of escaping from reality when you know you have to face it. Me? So, personally, I was recently out of town last week in Colorado for, my mom's graduation. My mom graduated from Colorado Technical University in her bachelor's in criminal justice. Yay, Mom! I'm so not only happy, but I'm also proud of my mom. But yeah, my aunt and I went, myself, my aunt, and my stepdad went, and we had an amazing time. And, we celebrated my mom. But on the flight back, my aunt and I had a conversation, and we talked about basically y'all know everything, with the political things are going on. When we were gone, still in Colorado, we heard about Trump's attempted, assassination. It's a lot of things that's going on within politics today when it comes to, Trump, political things, Joe Biden, and also in a recent sense, Joe Biden just dropped out, and now he's given his presidency to Kamala Harris, his VP. So, it's a lot going on with politics today, with the whole presidential race, not only on top of all the other stuff that is going on within society today, but also it's a little bit more than that, and it adds on to it. But when my aunt and I were flying, my aunt and I had a conversation about, Trump's assassination, when we were talking about, Trump's assassination when it first happened, and my aunt and I were speaking about it, and I was saying personally, I was telling her, I didn't have, me personally, when Trump was in presidency, the one thing that I didn't really rock with him about is that, some of the things that he would say, some of the certain things that what he would say, or some of the comments that he would say. That's why I personally didn't really agree or really support him based on some of things that he would say, or everything like that, just basically certain little nitpicky things that he would say. But when it came down to the assassination, his attempted assassination, I was saying, I honestly wouldn't wish that on anybody. Just because I didn't agree with some of the things that he has said doesn't mean I wouldn't wish that man to lose his life, because at the end of the day, I pray that God, touches his heart, and from this, experience, it helps him, be willing to learn and grow and evolve, because I wouldn't wish this on anybody to lose their lives, whether I disagree with you, or anything like that. At the end of the day, I pray that God continues to bless you as you go forward, and, the plans that God has for your life. And like I told my aunt, I said, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I don't want this man to lose his life. And even though certain people, don't rock with Trump, don't support him, I have, my own personal opinion about him. Like I said, I haven't agreed with a lot of things that he has said, or maybe even done, but also in the same sense, I wouldn't wish any death on this man. I wouldn't wish that on anybody to go through. I wouldn't wish that on not a single person. That's what I spoke to my aunt about. And, my aunt has been, basically we had a full-fledged conversation. But the main conversation that we had that ties into my notion today is that, when she was my aunt is all over this, campaign and this presidential election, and she's been getting into it, and basically what's going on now, especially after the assassination. She's been watching videos, getting everyone else commentary, also what's going on in the news and everything, with conventions and things like that. So when we were coming back, we were about to get on our flight, our first flight back from Colorado, because we had a layover. So we was getting on our first flight from Colorado to, we were about to go to Minneapolis, and then from Minneapolis we was going to go to Baltimore BWI, and then do it from there. But then before we was getting on our first flight, I was on my phone. I was watching Disney Plus. I was actually watching the new Descendants movie. I was actually watching the new Descendants movie on Disney Plus, and when my aunt was saying, well, I'm about to watch what's going on within the politics and everything today. And I said, let me go back to this movie so it doesn't trigger my mental. And then my aunt was like, why would it trigger your mental? Why would it, do that to you? Because, Nene, you should be willing to educate yourself on what's going on in society today. And me personally, I told my aunt, when it was right there, I said, I'm all for educating myself. I'm a person who has an open mind. I'm willing to educate myself on things that are going on within society today, different different politics, different, everything, politics, different races, ethnicities, cultures, ethnicities, everything like that, religious sexualities. I'm all for keeping an open mind and educating myself on so many different things that is going on within today and within today's society. I'm willing to educate myself 110%. Like, I have no problem with that. And even with like the goal of my show and my podcast, this is what I do. I've been willing to educate myself on and keep an open mind, and everyone keep an open mind so we can talk, grow, heal, so you can become the better you and the person that God is growing you and developing you into. I'm also on keeping an open mind so I can grow, so I can heal, so I can learn some things, so I can learn from things that happen, so I continue to go forward and be mature and continue to be the person that God made me to be. I'm all for keeping an open mind. But sometimes with some things and all the chaos that goes on within society today, I'm a person to where like I like pick up certain things or watch certain things that are of a positive influence just to take my mind off of what's going on within today, because there is so much chaos and so much things that are going on with society today. And I pray and I was like, God, heal our world, Lord God, protect and keep covered under your blood, give comfort and protection to so many people that is going on deliverance and within so many things that are going on with our society today, and so many wicked things, so many chaotic things that are going on, especially within, even with the political things. Like, it's so much going on, like, and people like want to X people out. Like, it's just a lot. And me personally, I do certain things to take my mind off of, I do things that, I love to do, that's, or I watch something positive, or watch something that, cause I'm a huge Disney musical theater Broadway nerd. Everybody knows this about me. So I just get on Disney Plus and I just watch like a cartoon, a movie, something, just to like take my mind off of things. Or even, I tap into my passion and my craft. I sing, I either read a playbook, I practice some choreography. I'm in a production right now, so I practice my songs for that. I practice my dances for that I've learned so far. So it's like I just do certain things to keep my mind off it, and that's why sometimes I can't even watch the news anymore, because it's so depressing. Like, it's like it's so much, and it's just like it's a lot, and I'm just like, I can't watch the news sometimes anymore, because here's another person lost their life, here's another car accident, here's another person that here's maybe like a family in grief, or certain things that are going on. And that's why, and I told my goddaddy that like a while back. I was telling him, I was like, Goddaddy, sometimes I can't watch the news because it's just so depressing. Like, I can't watch it. Like, I'm all for, like I said, willing to educate myself on many things that are going on in today's society. Like, I have no problem would be willing to keep an open mind, but also still in the same sense too, it's just like I can't watch it anymore. Like, I can't, because I can't continuously see certain things that are going on within society today, because I'm like, it's too much sometimes. It's too much sometimes. But I communicate that to my aunt, and she was like, yeah, Nina, I respect that too, because I'm not all for watching the news either too, because that is something that for me is a little bit triggering, and I can't watch it because it's too depressing sometimes. So I understand you, but also like I said, I did explain to her that I'm still willing to educate myself. And y'all, I know everyone has those times where they do certain things for them to step away from life. And they do, like, they have, certain releases from the day that just gives them a sense of peace, a state of mind, a sense of positivity, to back away from, reality and what's going on. But still, in the end of the day, we're still going to have to face, what goes on within life and what goes on within reality today, because, hey, we're still people. We still got to live. We still have to work, everything like that. But that's why, I pray, number one, I stay in God's word. I said, God, I trust you, Lord. Take it one day at a time. Like every day in the morning, I always do my devotional. I read my verse and my scripture for the day. I pray for my family, protecting me and praying to God to protect me throughout the day, my family throughout the day, my friends, everybody. So, I'm just like, I take it one day at a time, and I trust God in all of it. Because even though there is so many chaotic things that goes on within society today, I can't continuously be that person that just like hide behind a screen, or hide behind stay wrapped up and closed up to the world and don't want to go out and live life. Because if you just only think about what goes on in society today, and yes, there's so much that's going on that is very scary, but still in the same sense, it's just like, don't be so closed off to the world. You still got to go out and you got to live life. Go hang out with friends. Have a great time. But I understand, you have those from, just like if you have a chaotic day, say for instance, if you're like going to work and you have a chaotic day and you just like want to go home and have a sense of peace after you get home, because that's me. Or you want to have peace after you get home, you want to watch TV, you want to unwind, take a shower, everything like that. I'm all for it because I do the same thing. But, at the end of the day, if you say, for instance, you got to work the next day, you still got to get up, go to work, still keep a positive attitude and keep a smile on your face. Because no matter what, no matter how hard life be lifing, because life do be lifing, no matter how hard life be lifing, you still got to, say, God, I trust you. Yes, things, aren't going the way I want it to for right now, but just give me guidance. Just give me guidance in each day. Let me take it step by step, 1 foot at a time, taking it one day at a time, 1 foot at a time, 1 step at a time, just 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 second, 1 year at a time, just like all the above. So I understand so many different people who say, hey, sometimes I just I just watch certain things, or I just do certain things just to keep my mind at peace from all the chaos that is going on with either within life or within society as a whole. Because me, I do it. I do that, just to have a sense of peace and positivity throughout the day. Just to make sure, just to get my mind off of certain things that are going on with today in society, just to get my mind off of it, or just to get my mind off of like me with life, with say for instance with school or with work or with something that irritates me throughout the day, or say for instance if I got a headache or something like that, I just either lay down, take my mind off it, and just be at peace. And so, but I understand so many of y'all, trust me, I know, because I know everybody has those moments where they need to just like put certain things on the back burner, or just put a pin in everything that they got going on in life. Just put a pin in that for like 2 seconds, and just need a time of just like a genuine calm. Like, I don't know what a lot of you guys do, either pick up what you love, or a hobby, or watch a movie. Like I said, I was watching the new Descendants movie when my aunt talked to me about it. Side note, the new Descendants movie is amazing. I keep the soundtrack on spin. Just side note. But, but I understand it. And, even like, whatever, goes on in life, because even like, because like I told my aunt when we had that conversation, I said, Shelly, I'm never going to think that this world is all peaches and cream, because it's not. I would never have that whole big persona in my head of the world's all peaches and cream, because absolutely not. This is not. No, if you keep that, to all people who are listening to this right now, if you keep that mindset, please break that mindset right now, because it's not. This world has so many different wickedness, temptations, chaotic things that goes on. People in general, everything that's going on, y'all, there's too much. Life is not all peaches and cream. At the end of the day, you still got to work hard for everything that you got. You still have to stay guarded, mindful, and everything like that. Please keep, I would say, please keep a common sense mind of knowing like everything that is going on today in society. And please, keep a clear mind, keep an open mind, and also keep an alert mind. That's the thing that I was going to say. Keep an alert mind for everything that's going on today. Because yes, I understand people keep their minds off of certain things, and they try to back away from certain things that goes on because they just want a sense of peace, and they don't want to face certain things. And I get that, but also still keep an alert and a conscious mind of everything that's going on in society today. Because even though you need those moments of peace, still you gotta come back to reality too, and you have to be alert, be conscious. Still, you can still be positive throughout the day and keep the positivity. But I know there's some people who really don't want to face reality. It's kind of like, sometimes people just do certain things to keep the wall up, in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, people do certain things to keep their wall up, or like, say for instance, to not face certain things, they keep a wall up, and they're just like, I don't want to talk about that, face that, because they don't want to go through the same feeling or see all these things and just get into all these different emotions. There are some people that don't know how to control their emotions, don't want to face some things. Even me, like, there's certain things where I would say in certain areas within me, I would say, when I was younger and I would say when I was younger and I was dealing with the loss of my great grandma, that's when I put like a little bit of a wall up, and I fell into, this sadness and a depression because I didn't really want to talk about it, because I just lost, my grandmother. My great grandma meant the world to me. So, I didn't want to face that reality. So I just like hopped off of it and not talk about it. But in order for me to heal, I have to talk about it. And even with, even a conversation I had with my cousin, like, he was saying, Nina, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to, it's okay to have different emotions about things. So you have to be willing to talk about it so you can be willing to heal. Because if you don't talk about it, you're going to stuck and stay in that same emotion, and things are going to build up and pent up, and then it's like a balloon. It's going to get big, blow, and the next thing you know, pop, something instant is going to trigger you and make you pop off to an extent, and you don't want to do that. You have to be willing to break that down in order to fully heal, to accept, to take it one day at a time. Because like I said, this is a notion that everyone says, life be lifing heavy. Life be lifing on a lot of people heavy. And I pray that, all goes well. And I pray, to God that, everything goes well, that God grants healing to and comfort to all families and everyone who's going on with it in society today. And I understand, like, you need those certain releases to give you a sense of peace, but also you can't, have those things make you build up a wall, and you're not alert and conscious of what's going on within society today, and you don't know how to, basically, and you want to just shut yourself off from the world. But lovely, the world is going to do what the world's going to do, but that shouldn't stop the light that's inside of you, the light that God is giving you, because you can't just continuously be like, oh yeah, I'm going to just keep this wall up because I don't want to face the world. You have to be willing to face what's going on in society. Yes, it's depression. It's depressing. It's emotional. But you got to be willing to keep the positivity and use the gift that God has given you to be a blessing into the community. So you can give back to the community. So you can be a light in the community and bring the positivity within the community. So you can spread that around. But like I said, I understand when people say, I need an escape from reality, an escape from what's going on in today's society. I completely and 110% understand it. Because me, number one, I read, God's word. I watch a movie. I sing. I read a playbook. I practice dance. I do any and all things when I want to be at peace. But in order for, for some things within, your community to, have a sense of change, you can use the gift that God has given you to be a blessing unto others. And also be willing to inform yourself, educate yourself on what's going on within society today, so you can know, how can you play a part. But I understand how everyone just needs those minutes when they get home, or when they're to themselves or everything like that, when they just need a sense of peace. And I understand that, and y'all, I respect everyone who has those moments, whether it's on your phone, whether it's with your friends, whether you're doing anything else. I can completely understand it. But also, in order for for some things, for you to contribute to a sense of change within your community, society, anything like that, we have to learn how to be a blessing unto others. Yes, I'm all for everyone just having those peaceful moments where you need a sense of release and relaxation from everything that goes on in life. Because, like I said, the notion, life be lifing. But also, don't keep the wall up so much that you forget that you can be willing to educate yourself, keep an open mind, and also use that light that God has always shined in you to be a blessing unto others. Because it is in you. I completely understand, like I said, I have my moments, but I'm never going to shy away from the person that God made me to be, and the plans that he has for me, and basically going forward and continue to take it day by day. I take it, me personally, as I go forward in this college journey as I'm in, and continue to grow in my adulthood. I'm taking it day by day, step by step, and trusting God in all of it. And y'all, that's all we can do. Trust God in all of it, pray, and just make sure that, we're not keeping the wall up so much that we forget about, reality as a whole. You can keep your positivity, and also not let certain things or what's going on, don't let your circumstances weigh on you to the extent where it alters you as a person. Excuse me. And it alters you as, basically you just being the fullness of you. Or don't bring, your personal issues into another climax where, you basically aren't yourself. So, hey, I understand those escapes from realities, but also still don't keep the wall up so much. Continue to keep that open mind. Be willing to grow, be willing to heal, and take it day by day, step by step, and God will do the rest. Well, that's my notion for today. So, yeah, now it is on to I would say top three with your girl Nene. Y'all already know. I'm a theater kid. I gotta let y'all know what's going on within entertainment today, and what's some trendy things that are going on today. So my first notion, like I was talking about the new Descendants movie. Yes, that new Descendants movie is amazing. Shout out to the whole cast. I completely loved it, hands down. The Descendants movie, every time it has gotten, like, from one to now. Yeah, from the first one now to the latest one. It's gotten better. Mainly, I keep, the new Descendants soundtrack. I keep it on spin. It's on my Apple Music. I listen to it almost all the time. So, hey, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the whole cast. Y'all did y'all thing. And also shout out to everybody out there. Make sure y'all tune into the new Descendants movie, because it is good, and y'all gotta watch that. If you got a Disney Plus account, I recommend when you get a little downtime, a little chance, I recommend you watch it. Okay, so that's my first pick. Second, the Deadpool and Wolverine movie is coming out this Friday. Y'all get y'all tickets and go see this movie. I need to go get mine because, like I said, I'm a Marvel nerd, and I've been waiting for this movie to come out for a long time, because Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman on the screen, and also Hugh Jackman hopping back into Wolverine after, he stopped Wolverine a while ago, and Logan was his last movie. But seeing him step back into Wolverine position, I'm ready. Y'all get y'all tickets this Friday, or anytime y'all get a chance. Go see Deadpool or Wolverine, because I highly recommend. It is going to be good. Okay, I highly recommend y'all go see this movie. And also for my last pick, I would say Despicable Me movie, it's gotten a lot of trending press. Y'all go watch this new Despicable Me movie too. I haven't watched it yet, and my little cousins and my aunt went to go see it without me. But I am going to get around to go with my friends to go see it. So, hey, it has been skyrocketing through the roof. I recommend y'all go watch that. So, that's basically my picks for today. So that is all for Top 3 with your girl Nene, and that is all for my show today. Thank you so much for listening. I would like to give a huge shout out to the humanities department and Bobby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and encouragement with everyone. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media platforms. My personal Instagram, which is at Nene the Leap Year Baby. My Facebook, y'all just look me up on my name, NENASMITH, and my podcast Instagram is at Nene's Notions Podcast. So I will see you next time for another devotion. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for Nene's Notions. Bye, my loves.
This year, blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow you they go.
This year, good news, giant plenty balling. Go to follow.